your 19 First Alert forecast. Certified most accurate since 2004.
Super Bowl Sunday is here, and now it feels more like a Super Bowl day, at least the fact that we're in February. After some morning cloud cover, we'll at least sneak in some sunshine today. Temperatures mostly in the 40s, except along the lake shore, and that's where we're going to stay in the 30s with that light north wind. Tomorrow, staying dry, a mix of sun and clouds, all of us getting to the low to mid 40s. And then Tuesday will be an interesting day. Before the sun comes up, we'll see an early round of snow, mainly in our southern counties. And then by the afternoon and evening, we'll be talking about scattered lake effect snow showers with temperatures in the mid to upper 30s for the afternoon. For today, starting with clouds, more of a partly cloudy sky as we head throughout the rest of the day. It's a seasonable chill. 30s along the lake shore. That would, of course, include Cleveland, but areas further south are going to be in the 40s with a north wind around 5 miles per hour. So taking a look at our late afternoon temperatures, Ashtabula 38, 37 Cleveland, 36 in Sandusky and also in Menor. But compare that with 41 in Medina, 44 in Akron, and we could be as high as 48 in Dover this afternoon. So you can see the split. But either way, it is going to be a lot cooler for all of us than those 60s we saw just a couple days ago. Right now, temperatures in the 30s down to near freezing. Norwalk and Mansfield at 32. We're at 35 in Akron, and we're at 33 in Warren right now, with that north breeze around 5 to 10 miles per hour across northeast Ohio. So quiet right now. Not much going on here, but where's our next storm system? It's all the way down across Texas. This is a southern storm that's going to be riding up to the north and east over the next few days. And so it is going to be bringing precipitation to at least parts of our region. Now through 6 p.m. today, we're quiet, good travel to and from a Super Bowl party. Tomorrow not looking bad for the start of the work week. Both morning and afternoon commutes will be fine. But here's what happens overnight. So this is midnight on Tuesday. Notice some snow works its way into the region. It looks to stay south of I-90, and most accumulations will be focused along I-71 to 271, and then especially east along I-80. This will move out before the sun comes up, and then we'll be talking about the potential for scattered lake effect snow showers come Tuesday afternoon and evening. So taking a look at our snow tracker, and I want to stress that this is going to be through 6 a.m. on Tuesday, so this would not include any lake effect. Sharp cutoff and accumulation, so this still may shift a bit, and it's going to be confined to grassy and elevated surfaces, but it's basically the farther south you go, the higher the totals are going to be. So especially along and south, I-71 to 271, and then east on I-80, you can get those totals potentially in the 2 to 4 inch range as you get down towards Canton and Dover, and even over further east as well. So watch that for your Tuesday morning commute in those spots. And then we still have more chances for rain and snow Thursday and then towards the end of the week as well, as temperatures stay near seasonable.